This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
All right, man. Sean Teezy, the people want to know. Before we get into it, we got to give this man the most utmost respect and most utmost credit. Drum, you are a multi-platinum producer, a diamond at that, you know what I'm saying, working with some of the biggest, artists in the game, Juicy J, Wiz Khalifa, Gucci Man. You recently, in 2023, you had No Hands Go Diamond, Waka Flocka, Roscoe Dash, Wale, one of my favorites, Rocco Going Steady. Also Birdman, Drake, Lil Wayne, Money to Blow, and the list goes on. And being from the north side, man, when 2 Chainz, man, when he did that Spend It, that was hard too. So
yeah,
you most definitely went crazy on that. Other than that, being a serial entrepreneur, a full-time father, a husband to be, how you feeling? Drumma Boy is in the building.
Hey, yeah, boy, what's happening, man? It's a blessing.
What's up, bro?
Man, it's always a blessing to be on earth, man, to be alive.
Yeah, for sure.
Get another opportunity to do something great.
How you been living these days, man?
Oh, man.
It's a lot going on. Let's just first say that.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? With being a father, you already know what's going on with that. With being just a companion to my fiance, that's another part. And then just to my family, that's another part. And then music and all the other endeavors that I got going on, that's another part.
Since we talking about family first, right? Man, you've been in the industry for a long time. And, 2 things, man. One, like, you got Drumma Boy, the legend, right? And then you got Drum, like, the family man. Like, how is it, like, balancing the two? You feel me? Because, you gotta, your shoes in the industry is, like, super big and you constantly running. And then, like, we got to put family first. So how is it?
I mean, it just really come down to how fast you move, how efficiently you are when you move.
Right.
And being able to structure when I need to leave the house and when I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And still effectively
basically, if it ain't making you no money, you ain't trying to leave the house at all.
Right, but knowing what I can do from the house, like, do I go to the studio just to do what I can do at the house?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's not another spirit or another energy that's particularly worthy of me going to, then I can just do what I need to do from the house, like as far as emails, sending out beats, knocking out beats, making beats, blah, blah, blah.
You got a studio at the house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to cook up, go downstairs or something like that, go to the studio.
Absolutely, man.
Got to have it set up at the house.
Oh, man, we knocking and rocking, man.
Hey, look, so I was listening to this interview the other day with Raekwon, right? And he said he used to go, like, back and forth with RZA about, like, what's more important, the beat or the lyrics, And, me being an artist, I can respect both, and you being a super producer, what do you feel like is more important, like the beats or the lyrics?
It all balances. You can't have one without the other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I can go out there and play beats for 30,000 people and they gonna go crazy without the lyrics. Right. And you can go on that stage and sing a song a cappella without the beat, and that crowd gonna go crazy.
Right. Hey, Rocco got a good show a cappella though.
Oh yeah.
Cause I was gonna say, like, it's not too many artists that really, like, can rock a show a cappella without the beat. Like, I know, like, Rocco's like the only one really that I know personally, that can really just do like 10 songs back to back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Straight orchestra, a cappella, him in the crowd.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I seen Gucci do that. Gangsta Boo, always did a cappellas, looking at her shows and whatnot. She was like, hey, man, stop the beat. Like, some artists, real rappers, Scarface. I seen quite a few artists that Wayne just stop the beat, like, and just let me take over. And be the conductor.
Just that connection with that crowd.
Yeah. But that's real artistry. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of artists that I've seen without that beat and that spirit and that energy and just the velocity and the frequency of the beat hitting your soul.
Right.
You wouldn't have thought of what you was thinking of. You know what I mean? Cause and you wouldn't have found nothing to bring it out of you. Like even with Put On, when I heard Kanye talking about, and I was particularly listening to Jeezy talk about him getting the Kanye verse, because I never knew how that went. And Jeezy recently did an interview, you know, me talking about how the verse came about and how he got him on it. And Ye already had in his mind what he wanted to say in a essence. But to see and hear Jeezy say like that beat being able to
just carry us through.
Yeah, like that beat resonated.
Yeah.
With Ye.
Yeah.
At that moment that he was going through what he was going through, and was like, man.
It provided like a certain frequency that just hit him and just like put the icing on the cake.
Absolutely. You know, because some features is like, man, he want me to jump on this, and it might just be because you respect that person, so you just jump on it, but you might not really be in love with that particular record.
Right.
But it's different when you get an opportunity to feature on something that you just absolutely like, pulls the best out of you. And I think that's what we got with I Put On, which is hearing the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And finding that right beat to match the emotion that you've been holding on to.
Right. It gave you that though.
Oh yeah.
When the intro came on, you feel me? You with your classic tag on there.
Oh yeah.
Like it just like, you know, I remember, man, just being on the north side, man. I was like, man, I love this song so much, man. This beat so hard. Jeezy just forgot about the north side. You feel me on it? But he corrected himself.
Yeah,
though.
on the remix.
Yeah, on the remix though.
Yeah.
All respect to Jeezy though, but that song was like what was all right, so like you being a producer, did you have to put like a lot of layers on that record, on that instrument?
Yeah, you can look at a recreation that I Put On with Don Cannon on the TMR network. And you'll see, you know, it was like almost 40 some tracks.
Do you do you choose like, all right, so you know, like, shoot, everybody producing nowadays, you know what I'm saying? In respect to the producer culture, respect to the producer world, just creators, period, that like to produce their own music.
I'm responsible for at least 2 or 3 million of them.
At more than that.
Yeah,
my brother, like,
you know, yeah.
I got your drum kits. I think we all do, you feel me?
Yeah.
But so it's like, you know, like being with that, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, it's so easy now to like make a record, you know, and like you know, in a producer culture, I know it's like, you know, keep it simple, keep it easy and things like that. But it's like, how can you do that when you got the greats like Drumma Boy and things like that, and y'all just making records, and like you specifically, you're layering your records, and it's making it sound so full, and it's like you're adding as many instruments as you feel fit. Like, do you feel like, you know, is your go-to is like, you know, having more layered records, or just keeping it simple, and if you hear that 1 or 2 sounds, like, you know, you're gonna go with that?
Man, this shit about doing what you want to do.
Some days it's how you feel it.
Do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? But it's still at the same time being disciplined to your regimen. You know what I mean? This is a craft that was a hobby that, you know what I mean, I just saw my older brother making beats and fell in love with it. Came to the studio, fell in love with that. So I never forget that love. Right. That I fell in love with.
So your older brother, he basically inspired you to make beats?
Absolutely. You know, I had all of these different levels of training, so to speak, as a musician, from piano to clarinet to even a vocalist in the choir. You know what I mean? And just all these different rhythms and combinations of thoughts that would go through my head. And once my brother actually showed me how to like make beats, it was like a release. It was like a relief, like going to the gym. Anybody who a real workout fanatic, right, they know that feeling of just exercising and your muscles feel healthy and just being at your top repetition level. Yeah, and it's something special about reaching your peak. Like it's a feeling that I can't explain. But I think once you do reach your peak, that's what unlocks you being like unstoppable. Because you know what you're capable of. You realize like you've overcome the weaknesses. So now nothing is really weak. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can make the beat backwards, forwards. I can start from the middle to the left, middle to the right. I can
Just that confidence and that repetition that you give yourself.
Whatever. C, G, F, name the key, I can make it. Major, minor, name the genre, I can make it. Country, reggae, Afrobeat, I'm a piano,
right.
Trap,
what
whatever.
What is your favorite instrument?
Favorite instrument has always been the strings.
The string.
Just the string section, man.
Right,
the violins,
right.
the violas, the cellos.
It's something about that storyline right there.
Just the strings. But, I love the piano.
Right.
Because I can tell my story on the piano.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And
was that the first piece of equipment that you actually bought yourself?
No, my mama got my first piece of equipment. She financed.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to Mom, dude.
$200. She ain't had $1,600 to pay at one time. So,
right.
One thing she did teach me about was credit.
Right.
And being able to say, hey, if you got some good credit, you can get some of the things that you want. So keep your credit good, And it's basically like when you look at credit with money, it's like being a man of your word.
Correct.
Doing what you say.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to give you this money, 30 days, you got this to pay. If you don't pay this, I'm going to have to charge you this interest.
Right. So your mother already set you up with your first contract already. Like, my dude.
Yeah, it was just like, man, it was just motivation. And that's another part of motivation is the family. So it wasn't the money that I'm doing it for, but it was the she took a chance.
Right.
She could have took a chance on something else. She had to sacrifice what she wanted to do for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's motivation for me to go out here and get some money and make sure, man, my first 5,000, man, how much is you?
Right. Speaking about credit and just entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? I see that you branched off to entrepreneurship. Was that something that was like always in you, or it's just like at a certain time you say, hey, listen, I got all these platinum plaques. It's time to do something different. Because I know you're in the real estate.
I mean, at this point, I ain't had no platinum plaques.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, like, me figuring out I'm going to be an entrepreneur, that's just being in school and having so much homeschool training and whatnot. Like, I was always ahead. And in school, I'm bored. I knock on my work. I'm done. I got 2 classes free.
Right.
So I'm helping out the principal. I'm passing out papers. I'm delivering woo-woo. Folks will have me sneaking them off the detention list.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pull my name out of, you know what I'm saying? I'm pulling folks out the detention list and you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm making beats at the cafeteria table. I'm finding other things that I was in love with to make me enjoy school.
Right.
You know what I mean? The friends I met and along the way, that was more important to me than anything because I hated history. I love science, human anatomy, mathematics.
Right.
I like
that's
things
a little
that
different because some people love history and then like me, I wasn't a math guy.
We were taught so much bullshit in the history, like maybe 10 or 5% of what we was taught in the history was even real.
Right. Right. It's like you got to unlearn everything.
You know what I mean? So I like social studies because that's a factual. These are the actual names of these places. This is what the map is. Like that's facts.
Right.
You know what I mean? You look at math. That's facts. Numbers don't lie.
Right.
English is something that we taught. So you got to learn how to speak that. But I still speak this. I still speak that. I still was learning Spanish. You know what I mean? So I got a different little lingo.
Oh, you know a little Spanish?
Just a little, habla inglés, you know what I'm saying? Habla español.
Okay, no puedo hablar español muy bien. Okay, okay. I got you.
Bonita es muy bonita.
Right. Nah, no cap.
Say the simple shit.
Nah, no cap. Hey, just enough to get you by
But understand the colors, you know what I'm saying? Rojo and amarillo and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just
like how important is being like financial literate and being like an artist or a creative? Like how important is that?
Man, it's essential because it's 90% business.
Right.
So if you don't understand your finances and understand, just simple, you spending more than what's coming in, you're gonna be broke.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta figure out how to balance that, how to leverage that, how to sacrifice and say these are the things that I'm gonna cut back on, these are the things that I'm not gonna do, and this is what we're gonna do to save every month. I'm putting the money in this account. I'm putting money up for taxes. You know what I mean? And those things. So at the end of the year, you got money already there to do that.
Right.
You don't have to come up with it.
Right.
It's already there. So it's small things, having a financial advisor, having management, having some kind of help. Because at some point, as I got busier from 16 to 17 to 18, 19, moving around, I found my manager.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, that's a whole nother story on how to know who to trust and all of those things. But it comes down to seeing who's willing.
Yeah, you've been a man. You always been a man about your business. I always respected that. You know what I'm saying? What? I'll listen. We could drop it because this big fast network, right? So it's like, what was your biggest, like, your first biggest check that you actually received, like, from the industry, and you was like, oh, lit, I'm lit, let's go.
I mean, when I got 7,500 from Jay Prince, I was just like, damn.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jay Prince a boss in the game, like, you know what I mean?
Because it ain't even about the money for real at that point. You got 7,500 from Jay Prince.
But I'm 17, I'm 18, you know what I mean, working with these guys. And again, I'm with them through my brother relationship. But they respect the music that I had so much that they was like, man, like at this point, like I started making beats at 13.
Mm-hmm.
During high school, I did all the warm-ups. Like I played varsity basketball. They was coming out to my beats doing the warm-ups. So all the home games, you seeing the cheerleaders dancing to my music. I'm seeing the choreography. I'm seeing the palm squads learning and practicing routines over my beats. You know what I mean? So throughout the high school, I'm starting to get a name.
Right.
Drumma Boy, Drumma Boy, Drumma Boy, as I'm hooping.
Right. That's hard.
You know what I'm saying? All the folks
hard.
from Germantown High School, they come to Cordova, they hearing about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Houston Levy come to Cordova, they hearing about me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm already, known just as Chris in Black Haven. I grew up in Black Haven. I'm born and raised on the south part of Memphis. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not South Memphis. South Memphis is another. Black Haven is Black Haven.
Right. You on the south part of Memphis. Gotcha.
Correct. As soon as we the first city you hit when you come in through Mississippi.
That's hard.
White Haven.
That's hard.
AKA Black Haven, BAZ. So I moved to Cordova when I was like 13. And, once I started getting a name for myself, like let's say 16, making beats, playing beats at Just for Feet, people hearing about my beats, hearing the beats, you know what I mean? Being on the radio and moving around with all the DJs throughout the city. 17, 18, folks like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Shit, man, Drum Boy goddamn gonna be hard like his brother, boy. He shit, and some nigga like, man, he might be harder than this. I ain't, man. He might goddamn have sliced T beat. Like, he, nigga just, you know what I mean? Like, man, that nigga drum like everybody drum, you know what I mean?
Right.
So once I got that Tila 7,500, I was just like, bro, it's a wrap. This my rate, 2,500. Can't nobody woo, woo, woo. Soon as I got to Atlanta, Pastor Troy was like, I need two of them, nephew. And I was like, shit, man, can you do 5,000 a beat? You know what I'm saying? Because as a Memphis nigga, we gonna dub up shit. I'm in Atlanta. Y'all niggas got it better than us in Memphis. So I told Troy some real shit. I said, man, can you do 5,000 a beat? He was like, man, I can't do 5, but I can do 4. And that's when I learned, okay, bargaining and being able to speak up and ask for what you want, young nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these folk. I'm by myself. I'm solo. Any nigga who work with me, man, a lot of times I be by myself. Unless you saw GK with me, or saw Behave with me, or saw Lil Pat with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was just me solo. You know what I mean? At this time. Right. You know what I mean? This before I even brought anybody to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm coming here through Insane on some plugs, and bam, once I met Jazzy Faye, once I came through Noontime and met all of that whole roster, Polo the Don and that whole, you know what I'm saying? Jonte, Austin, blah. Bam, I'm in. So now I'm coming back and forth through Atlanta on my own. How did it feel? How did it feel being around those giants at such a young age and just, newly in Atlanta and things like that? Man, this shit just like hooping. Like from a young nigga, I was hooping with older niggas. Right. Football, I'm playing with older niggas. You know what I'm saying? Video games, I'm playing with older niggas. Like I was the only child, so to speak. Me and my brother was 14 years apart. So when I'm 3, he's 17. He already in and out the house. Right. You know what I'm saying? By the time I'm 5 or 6 and really realizing what's going on, he wasn't nowhere around. Right. So from 5 to 12 was like me on I'm on my own type shit, and just my cousins, my kinfolk, grandmama house, this and that, and just, you know what I mean? And then goddamn getting into the beats like around 12 or 13, which I was back, old enough to, how old a nigga is, man. Shit, you gotta be 13, 14 to be hanging around me. I can take you to the arcade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can take you, goddamn, get something
Right.
to eat, shit like that. But he was like, man, I can't wait till you get grown, nigga. By the time you get 18, nigga, we gonna kick it. We gonna do a lot of shit. And we did.
Long live Insane Wayne.
Come on, man.
Nah, for real. Man, speaking about that, man, so look, man, like, how do you prioritize, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot going on nowadays, man. How do you prioritize, like, your mental health for things, like, just on an everyday basis?
Reading, associating with, other people that done been through what you've been through. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that reach out.
Because losing your brother, man, I can't imagine, like, losing my brother for real, for real.
It's tough, but, what lives on is his legacy.
Right,
You know what I mean? His kids, Selena just graduated.
That's hard.
Jordan, you know what I'm saying? He doing amazing things, and just, man, Quintel, Goddess, his grandbabies, you know what I mean? Just seeing what they doing and how they growing and how they elevating and just being there for them and supporting them like as a father would.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at everybody graduation, you know what I'm saying? And whatever anybody need, they got it.
Right. You there, Unc there. You know what I'm saying?
Unc slash pops
now, for real. Whatever you need to be to make sure them kids straight.
Right here in spirit.
Nah,
man.
for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And he's sending a lot of blessings. My son came on his birthday.
Okay, that's hard.
You know what I mean?
That's hard. That's crazy that your son came on your brother's birthday.
April 8th.
That's crazy. That's something to think about. Yeah, because it's like, it's a lot going on. So, like, prioritizing our mental health be, like, important, especially for me. Like one of the OGs, like, he told me, like, he was like, man, the first 2 hours out your day, be like, take for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter, what it is, because, like, you're going to be handling things for you and everything else after, you know what I'm saying, all day.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure you get your mind right. Do you have, like, a morning routine?
Man, I got a prayer, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And I got, just a mental process because I know I'm an angel on earth doing God's work.
Right.
And me and my brother always talked about it, like if any one of us get called home, you know what I mean? It's almost like we know we eternal.
Right.
So you can't get sad or, we're going to cry tears, it hurt to lose the flesh. But
Right.
I know we connected in spirit eternally.
Right.
And I'm still here to do a job, and one day I'll be called home, and we'll be together.
Shoot,
again,
all of us,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
right.
And then we'll be back on the earth in the flesh again.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a cycle. That's what I do believe that it is.
Okay.
It might be a form of reincarnation or however you look at that, but
right.
I know I've been here before.
Right. That's hard. Hey, me too. I feel like that too. If all right, just to lighten it up just a little bit, right? So if you was like to come back as anything like other than a human, like any type of animal, what the animal would you come back as?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, I've always been a fan of the eagle.
An eagle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I definitely, I'm a fly. Man, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm up there in the sky.
Right,
and you
right.
don't see people eat eagles.
Right.
You don't really hear about eagles getting killed outside of them, hunting them and stuff like that. But,
right.
So eagle pretty much live a good, long, solid life.
Right.
He eat good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He fly good.
Right.
And I'm sure he gets to look at the world in a whole different perspective.
Right. That's hard. That's hard. I'll probably be a gator, man. Alligator.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I'll come back as a gator, because they live like 400-500 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you choose a long life.
You know what I'm saying? I choose a long life.
That's a smart one.
You feel me?
People kill gators, though.
Hey, I know they do, especially in Florida.
You be some gator bites.
Especially in Florida.
Gator bites.
Hey, I be seeing that dude on Instagram. Boy, that man be cooking everything, don't he?
Yeah, I like that cone. Yeah, I got that cone. Yeah, you talking about
Hey.
that man, yeah.
Hey, nah, for real, man.
That cone, yeah.
Nah, for real, man. It'd be like, all right, you believe in aliens? Hey, listen, the only reason why I asked that, right? Because it's like UFOs, or not UFOs, allegedly there's UAPs, you know what I'm saying, flying over Hartsfield International. There's UAPs flying over, you know what I'm saying, in Jersey.
I believe in...
And don't know nobody know what it is.
I believe a lot of that shit is drones that we seeing right now.
Right.
I think they trying to control the mind frame and this and that. I do believe, because I believe life been going on longer than, let's say, Earth years, 16 million years.
Right.
Type shit.
Right.
I believe there have been all kind of extraterrestrial type of existences
Right.
throughout the process. You know what I mean? And some, as time goes on, we don't know what planet got burnt out
Right.
or got frozen out or didn't align with the sun anymore, this or that. We could have been this tall, this way, woo, could have been. I mean, if it was dinosaurs and all of this, you got humans. Like, of course, it was other existences. So
Elon Musk said it could potentially be life on Mars, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, that's what he's working towards.
who knows if it was already life on Mars and it just got out of the scope.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then came the humans, and then came da-da-da, and then came da-da-da-da. Like, you know what I mean? It's all kind of.
So you believe somebody basically was here before, but not specifically aliens.
Man, look at this shit that's in the ocean.
Right.
Like, it's all kind of shit in the ocean.
What is it, like I wish I had like a fact checker. It's only like 20% or 5% of the ocean that's only been discovered or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then
so
look at like even South America, how you got what you call them?
The Amazon
piranhas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
crazy.
You got all those different types of levels of existence, and this is just in this era.
Right.
Man, we don't know what the fuck existed 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. We ain't even talking about 1,000,000 years ago, let alone 2,000,000 years ago, or 5,000,000 years ago, 10,000,000 years ago, 16,000,000 years ago.
Well, they got that new technology. I think it's radar or something like that, where they're basically scaling in on basically all like the Amazon forest or like different places, and they're seeing like structures under these places. So it's like something was there before. Like, they're finding temples, they're finding all type of stuff, underground cities.
That's common sense. It's just we're just now getting to the level of technology to even go back, because we might have been way even more advanced than then.
For real.
We might have already been able to teleport. We might have already been able to do all this.
What's so crazy is, do you think we're smarter now, or do you think they were smarter then? Because now we're using new technology, we're using phones and all this other stuff. Like we still don't know how the pyramids was built. You know what I'm saying? Like these.
They got a lot of different theories, but I think,
they do have a lot of different theories.
I think we were smarter then, and we're trying to catch back up to where we were. It's like, let's say you get at a certain point in life and you got all of this technology, you got all these buildings, da-da-da-da-da. And then, like, today, in real life, the whole world get wiped.
Right.
You know what I mean? And let's say, it was maybe 10,000 people who had a plan or an exit plan or a underground area where they could live, and then that's the new world.
Right.
So okay, now that 10,000 group, they got to start all over.
Right. For real.
It's a lot of knowledge.
A Noah's Ark type of situation
that you lost.
Right, we lost a lot of information.
Don't know how to do. It's a lot of languages that might have got wiped out that you might not even speak anymore.
With quantum computing, they're saying that they can basically be able to what it'll do, it'll be able to read just different languages and things that we couldn't basically understand now. And the new quantum computing chips and things like that, it'll be able to do that. What do you think about that? You think just knowing certain parts of the history, it can be simple, man. Release the JFK files. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be able to, quantum computing, it'll be able to, figure things out in a split second, basically.
Man, it's all theory. I think AI is a big part of that.
You use AI?
Absolutely.
You use ChatGPT?
Absolutely.
What do you use AI for the most?
AI, they got software that can write music. They got software that could say, give me an idea for.
How do you feel about AI replacing, they can't replace you as a producer, duh. But you know what I'm saying? Making a beat, like a Drumma Boy beat. If I could ask AI to make me a Drumma Boy type beat or sound and beat, how do you feel about that?
Well, I've done that, and then I've heard the examples of it, and I'm like, okay, the quality for one is not of my level. So there's no way AI is gonna have the quality of
Just an authentic Drumma Boy sound.
Yeah, and the secrets of what I'm doing to tweak.
Right, you got that secret
My
sauce.
sound. See, AI isn't tweaking. It
Right.
just might give you some and then you can look at that and be like, damn, okay, that's a good way to look at things. Okay, now I'm gonna use that, and I might pull the MIDI or pull the template or whatever, and then make adjustments.
Right.
But I'm still running it through the shit that I know gonna run back through the shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now this shit ain't sounding like
What's your go-to machine? Or your piece, or your DAW, your go-to DAW.
My go-to machine, the spirit, the
Okay.
energy.
That energy.
That's first. If you ain't got the spirit, the energy.
Right. It don't matter what DAW you using, you can't get
captivate,
nothing.
You can't control,
Right.
and you can't conduct.
Right. That's hard.
You know what I mean? And being able to conduct the room, being the captain of the room, being able to, man, hey Walker H, hey Roscoe, hey Wale, ooh, okay, and then bam, putting the pieces together, and
You gotta, speaking of being in the room, sometimes like, being in the room with just a whole bunch of greats, you gotta be like a team player, right? You know what I'm saying? And like,
even when we not great, that's the thing. It's not a
Right.
difference. That's I think the biggest blessing about me is like when I've been in the room with whoever it is, they was who they was, or they might not have been who they was.
right.
It's the same energy.
Right. You're still a team player.
It's like hooping, nigga. Ain't nothing changed. We finna get the rock in my hand, and my objective is to score.
Nah, for real, because listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about teamwork, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted something, like, not everybody, because I don't want to speak for everybody, but some individuals out there, they just want to be Jordan, you know what I'm saying? But everybody forgetting about Pippen, you feel me? Like, you give Pippen the ball, he going to take care of it. And also, Pippen was a team player, you feel me? He got just as much rings as Jordan, you know what I'm saying, when they was with the Bulls and things like that. And it's like, man, in a team, like, you need those Pippens in a team, because like I gotta know that if I pass you to Brock, like, you're gonna score, you're gonna take us there. So it's like teamwork, I feel like, is like the most important, and when it comes to just collaboration. Do you feel like collaboration is key in like your field of just like the production process?
Man, again, everything goes back to the spirit, the energy, the temple, and I gotta do what's best for that.
Right.
Period. So some collaboration can be good if it's positive energy. Like, man, this is a celebration for Gucci Mane.
Right.
So that's period what we're here to celebrate. Gucci Mane coming home from motherfucking jail. Period. You know what I mean? And I go in the other room. So obviously anything I do in this other room, and the only thing affiliated with Gucci in this room is Waka.
Right.
Whatever I do in this room gonna be Waka record.
Right. That's hard.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
that come to the business and the loyalty and understanding how shit go. What the fuck y'all look like coming in here making a record, and it's a hit record, and then it go to Wale or it go to Roscoe.
Hey, that
And-
hands is crazy.
And Gucci paying for the shit.
Right. That's
You know
hard.
what I'm saying?
Right, that's
So,
crazy.
it come down to the level of integrity that you are as a producer. A lot of these niggas be doing whole shit to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you do that, you wipe yourself out of respect, and now don't nobody want to fuck with you, associate with you, or pay you. Once you lose respect, how many people you done paid that you don't respect
Right.
outside of the IRS? You might
Right.
not respect them, but you got to pay that motherfucker. You
Right.
might find your way to cut it down.
But you really want,
But
like my mama said,
outside
you
of
want the
that-
bang for your buck. So you really, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You want to pay somebody you respect, or you only gonna pay somebody you respect.
Absolutely. So
feel
as a
me?
person, I feel like once you cut yourself short on your own integrity, man, you just lost the majority of your foundation and your business. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of folks do that with that's quote unquote selling your soul or doing something that you know ain't right for you, but you willing to take the money for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how it's gonna make you look, or regardless of how it's gonna.
Have you
know what I'm
ever
saying?
have you ever turned down a situation that was like, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
Yeah, man, I turned out all kind of shit.
Okay.
I ain't got the time to even be, you know what I mean, in a negative light.
All money ain't
or,
good
or
money.
negative energy. Like, I don't even want to. Soon as it's certain people you can answer their phone call, and soon as you answer, it's like you warped into their world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, man? I got this going on, and man, look, I really need you, man, and this the problem, and
Right.
depending on how close that person is,
Right.
you really want to make it happen for them.
Right. But you want more, assets around you than liabilities.
Man, it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? It just warp you out of what you doing. And now,
Yeah, like I mean, you want people to basically add value to your life, then basically just like take away. You know what I'm saying? If they calling you with their problems and everything, like of course, respectfully, like I feel you, but we all got problems. I need somebody to help me with my problems. You feel me? Like so, it's like are we gonna just be solution driven? You know what I'm saying? Are we gonna like keep a positive attitude about things, or not even just being positive? We just gonna like handle the business. You know what I'm saying? Handle it the correct way, the honest way. You feel me?
absolutely, you got to stand on business. It's essential.
Stand on that business.
Yeah,
You got to stand on that business. You feel
man,
me?
when these labels book you and call your name, man, listen, man, you got X amount of time to turn into the deliverables. Period, man. What it be? What it files?
Right.
All the information, IPI, ISRC.
Right.
You know what I'm
Put them
saying?
on game, Drum.
Publishing.
Put them on
this and
game,
that,
Drum.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Who you with?
for real.
PRO.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And making sure you turning all that shit in, bro. So, as an executive producer, it goes for the whole album. Being able to do that through 1 through 15. These are the producers. These are the musicians. These is everybody information. This is what these split sheets. These are the songs that they were mixed, mastered by. All of the files in one folder. Bam. Artwork. These are 3 of the videos that we shot. Everything all in a folder. Bam. Here you go.
Before you can, because you basically have somebody to represent you, to handle your business, right? Or do you handle mostly all your business?
I handle my business up to a certain point, so I know what needs to be done, how it needs to be done, when it needs to be done, where it needs to be done. Like
Right.
I've done it myself, and I get a lot of that cheat code from Wendy Day. Every interview I do, I speak on Wendy Day.
That's hard.
She been giving people the cheat code.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? She was doing panels in Memphis for free.
That's
At
hard.
the University of Memphis, and I'm going and I'm learning about PRO and learning about publishing, and that's where I started my publishing. That's when I started my company. Okay, I need to have an LLC. I started Drum Squad 2003.
Right.
I graduated high school 2001. 2 years later, I formed my company while I was in college.
Okay, what college did you go to?
University of Memphis.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yes,
That's
sir.
hard.
Yes, sir. And majoring in music business. If I'm gonna go to school, let me major in something that's gonna help me.
Hey, Mike Will did that, man. Mike Will was going to Chattahoochee Tech, man. He was coming to pull up on me in his in our cul-de-sac where we was staying at, man. He was just going to take business, business classes. One thing about Mike too, man, he was like, listen, he don't care if you his partner, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, you can be anybody. You can be his mama for real. He will charge you for the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yeah, damn
like
right.
he was down with his business and like you understood where he was coming from because like you feel me? Like he put his heart and soul. That's his product. It's like,
this
what I'm
how
saying?
I feed my family. So you don't expect, you ain't finna go in Kroger and walk out with a free steak.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't finna walk out with no free groceries. You know what I mean? You might steal some shit, this and that, but man, you can try that.
Right. But it's always right. You try it if you want to. You feel me? And legal team gonna be behind you. But long story short is basically it's important to basically handle your business, right? You know what I'm saying? Keep that business first. Handle your business when it comes to being in, just anything.
Yeah, layman terms, don't do no whole shit.
Don't do no whole shit, man. It's just hey, listen, it's 2025, man. We is not, you know what? We is not about to keep this politically correct. We said it here first. Drum said, don't be doing no whole shit when you doing your business, man. I'm stamping it too, man.
Yeah, man. Get you some ladies in your life, you know what I'm saying? For the ladies, get you some fellas.
Speaking of ladies,
get you some friends or whatever, man, just on the do.
Right.
Ooh, because a lot of people abort the mission right before the motherfucking flag. You know what I'm saying? You about to go through the finish line,
for real.
And you aborted the mission because of your patience, because you couldn't. Well, fuck it, man. We're gonna go out and we're gonna do it big, and you blew all the money that you could have had and been in a position to goddamn go out of town, take these flights, hit the Grammys, promote, do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I seen people abort the mission right before the motherfucking download. You at 98%.
Right.
Chill out,
man.
Bro.
You know what? And that's why I always, admire the business that you did, because I'm like, even from the side, behind the scenes, it's like folks really don't know how professional you really are. You know what I'm saying? You're really professional. Like I remember we was doing I think you was doing a promo tour or something like that, and we was going to you was going to the radio stations and stuff like that, and you was on time. You was calling me. You was like, yo, Teezy, I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, I'm like, man, this man in a whole nother state. And like, I be arguing with my homeboy about me being so late. You feel me? And I'm like, I'm in the same state, 30 minutes away. So it's really important to really like stay up on your business for real, when it come to like, cause you got so many accolades. Like you a multi-platinum producer, extraordinaire type shit. So it's like, damn, like, bruh, you know, he's still all these years later being a part of so many different like successes. Like still to this day, this man is being on time for the things that, you know what I'm saying, he's passionate about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
That's
I
hard.
know what it feels like to have my time wasted.
Really?
I know what they feel like, you know what I mean? To be like, man, okay, I'm at the radio station, let's say from 7:30 to 1:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever time your interview is, and you wait on that particular person to be there, and then you know you finna leave, and you know you got you something lined up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shawty might have cooked you some food, you ready to get off work, and the artist late.
Have you ever had to wait on the artist?
Hell yeah. The same thing go with studio time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or whatever it is. Like, man,
Right.
or man, dentists, they don't play that shit. Lawyers, they don't play that shit. Anybody else who got this slot and you missed that slot, as soon as you're 15 minutes late, you already chunked off. And you still charged
Right.
a small fee.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how you got to run your business like any other business. Like once I started seeing that, I was like, man, bro, you're not finna waste my time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to be on time at my radio interviews, my radio. If
Man,
I'm going
that's
to be
a
late,
fact.
I'm going to call and say, hey, man, look, at my ETA, I'm 10 minutes late or running behind, And now you can adjust your show accordingly to my arrival.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Because DJs, the good DJs, really plan out their shows. It's not just some pre-recorded thing. This is something that they,
Right.
you know what I mean? And he might have had this one particular time and moment that he know perfect for me, and I missed that perfect
You
opportunity.
missed that window.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 4:30 still is cool. Yeah, we can still do it at 5 drum. But
Right,
man, you know,
right.
4 o'clock, man, all the kids, man, coming out of school and this and that, man, da.
Was there ever an opportunity you felt like you missed?
Man, not really. Hell no. I just feel like as an independent artist, we just don't get as much look or support or this or that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff we gotta figure out on our own. So it take trial and error. It might take a little bit longer, but being able to do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, that's the ultimate freedom. You know what I mean? That I've always enjoyed, and being able to make certain things happen for the fans.
Right.
I think, you know, when they want it, being able to feed them when they want certain stuff, I think has been essential for me and helped me throughout my career. You
That's
know,
hard.
as well as helped me build a lot of careers.
That's hard. All right, let's last thing, man. I want to before we get out of here, man. Listen, man. Congratulations on most definitely being a father. You know what I'm saying? Is this your only child right now?
Yeah, that's the first one.
First one so far. Okay. Are you planning on having more?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. Most definitely. How does you know, being a newly father feel? Like fatherhood feel? How does fatherhood feel?
Man, it's exciting. It's to see a little you know what I mean, and to be able to teach, you know what I mean, and to instill so many different things is special.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's just fun, man.
It's fun, right?
Fun.
Was you know, when y'all first had the baby, did y'all get any sleep?
Man, it was a lot of lack of sleep. You know what I mean? That's the hard part. But I'm used to grinding no sleep anyway.
Right. You used to those hours because you up in the studio around those hours.
So I don't have no problem. She'd be like, man, you got to get them this time. I jump up, go get them. Like,
was it something you had to like adjust to, like a schedule y'all had to like work out because you know your wife has stuff going on and you got stuff going on. Now y'all have a baby, so it's like, what's the schedule gonna be?
Man, it's whatever it needs to be, when it needs to be, and just making it happen and filling in those blanks. Because you can have a day-to-day set routine, but a lot of times that shit changes with a phone call for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff pops up for her as well, especially when she on call. So, you know, you got to be able to adjust. All right, go ahead. I'll stay back.
Right.
I got it. You go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just being able to.
Hey, man, same here, man. I just had a baby, so it's the same thing.
Hell yeah. And then having that village, because it take a village for real.
You need a village. I was just saying, I was like, man, you need a village, man. You need a village, man. You need that support system that's just gonna just help you along the way.
Hell yeah, she got a lot of loved ones around her. Got a lot of loved ones around us, cousins and brothers and uncles and aunties and, you know what I mean, friends and associates and whatnot. So everybody's stepping up, and that's what we do for each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
Yeah.
So what's next for John before we get out of here?
Man, a lot of projects. I'm excited about Ball and G project. You know what I mean? I've been tapping in with October London. Super excited about that, man. Stay tuned. Don Carroll, another artist I'm excited about. Welcome to My City 5, Drumma Boy. Drumma Boy and Friends, Volume 1. We're going to do it in the volumes because I'm getting so many features from so many different artists.
That's hard.
It's amazing, man. So, you know, we got a couple different situations that look good there. We're back at Revolt, doing some more interviews. Beauty and the Beats podcast.
Right, you got your own podcast. Shameless plug. Shout out to your podcast, Beauty and the Beats. You feel me? Going hard.
Jessica
Don Peace. You feel me? Yeah, that's hard.
Man, just a lot of good music, man. You know what I'm saying? Spark Dog, Cumante, Big Homie K Dog on the drum squad, and a lot of just good music, man. So I'm super excited.
All right, man. Listen, so I got this. I be going out in the streets, you know what I'm saying, and I be just getting, you know, different mind frames and different, you know, just, you know, questions and answers from different people. I do a segment called "Give Me a Piece of Advice to Save My Life." You feel me? So, you know, give me, Drum, a piece of advice to save my life for the camera, for the audience.
Oh man, piece of advice to save your life.
For sure.
I would say invest in you. You know what I mean? That's what saved my life. Find you something that you love and sacrifice for it. You know what I mean? Because what's gonna save your life ain't always what's gonna have the most money or the most fame or the spotlight and this and that. Like, it's like you walking in the desert and you see a facade. You ever seen them cartoons where you walking in the desert and you see a steak or you see some fried eggs? Because you know what I'm saying?
Right, he thirsty. He start getting delusional, so he starts seeing different things.
Yeah, so I think it's really like
invest into you, invest in like your personal development, your personal growth.
Just putting you first.
Putting you first.
Because a lot of times we want to make this person happy. We want to do this to get in with this clique. We want to do this to make this A&R happy. We want to do this. Everything you doing for somebody else, like, but you ain't doing nothing for yourself.
That's hard.
So I think that's the first thing. Like, once I realized, man, once I made me happy, people, that happiness is contagious.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then people, it's mysterious because now people want to know what you did to get that happiness.
Right.
And that is intriguing to a lot of people, and I think that's what draws fans.
Right.
That's what sells records. That's what creates a brand, is that intrigue into that particular product, person, or thing.
Right. So just tap all the way into you. You know what I'm saying? Be your authentic self.
Absolutely. Polish yourself, man. Because everybody is a gem.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just polish yourself, and you're going to continue to shine.
That's hard. Hey, Drum, man, I appreciate you, big dog. You feel me? Hey, my bro always came through for me, bro. I really appreciate you, bro. Even from back in the day, bro, like, you gave me opportunity. You feel me? Like, this is like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, a dream of mine just to interview you, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, when I stepped into this space, because I'm like, I always just want to fuck with people that always been fucking with me, who always provided, like, opportunity, because I know how much it is that somebody else other than me want that opportunity, that same opportunity, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that shit was just hard. Like, I remember we was doing the Fresh Family shit, you feel me? That was hard. You know, just everything, just from the music. You know, we did something with OJ, so it's like, bro.
Y'all niggas was always playing my music.
Yeah,
that's what people don't. We could talk about the DJ for 1 second.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
a
lot of people don't really respect the DJs, the radio personalities, the hosts, the people that's bigging us up, the people that's talking about us, the people that's listening to us, the people that's sharing the music, the people that's in control of the gateways.
Right.
Like, you was in control of gateways. We not just one hand, hey man, do this for me. Hey man, play my single. Hey man, hey, do woo. Hey man, da da.
Right.
Yeah, I got a new single. I want you to play the motherfucker. Yeah, I know I keep coming with a lot of new singles.
Right.
But bam, I can't do nothing for you.
Right.
I can't. As soon as you call my phone, I don't never pick up.
Right, that's,
you know what I mean.
Always
so it's always a two-way street. People gotta understand that you can't just ask for something. Yeah,
for something.
You ain't never put no money in my pocket.
Right,
ever.
Man.
Like, come
on, man. Add value. Right, be a person of value is what I always say. Add to the situation as far as as regards don't take away to the situation. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way I'm getting game from all these strippers. You know what I mean? 19, I had popped that pussy, make them get that money right. I did
Right,
for
man.
Pastor Troy.
Right.
Off of that
Which is a
4,000
classic.
a beat.
Which is
I got 8,000 for Pastor Troy,
Right.
and that's the first thing we do.
Right.
Pop that pussy, make them get that
Get
money
that
right.
money
When I
right.
can turn that.
So when you came to Atlanta, and it was fucking with Pastor Troy.
That was the first song we did.
That was the first song. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And bam, jackpot, help him make another 200,000-300,000. Like, man, niggas paying me. Niggas be like, damn, man, well, I can't pay that. Or then that. See, scared money don't make no money. Cause when you do pay for that and you do the right thing, man, you finna be out of here. You know what I'm saying? Rocco brought a goddamn dub on the table. We did. I'ma do me.
That's hard.
You just do you.
Another classic in hip hop, Atlanta classic, by the way.
But at 19, I couldn't even get in the strip club. I got one of the hottest strip club anthems.
And you can't even get in the
You know what I'm
strip
saying?
club.
But by the time I hit that motherfucker 21, the stripper's like, man, I'm talking to some niggas over here that she like, man, you need to come over here. Let me show you who you need to talk to and introduce me to Jeezy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bump me in the, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, the strippers got connections, though, for real.
Yeah,
They
so,
be having
bam,
connections.
they plugged me into a 20.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back throw
Right, you gotta show love. They just got a little 20 ball.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back, bam, woo.
Right.
Pay your times, man. Just show people that you appreciate them, bro. Every time I go in the strip club, now it be times where I might not throw $1. Man, folks come hugging, or hey,
fucking with you.
Drum, or hey,
Right.
how you doing? Tell the family what's up, or whatever. Like, man, folks genuinely love a nigga.
Right.
It ain't just about, I need something out you. I need something out you, because people know I know how to say thank you. I know how to appreciate them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, got the same blood, got the same emotion, got the same feelings. Some are tougher than others.
Right.
Some are softer than others. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we all got emotions, man, and we all love to be appreciated. I don't give a fuck who you is. You lying if you saying you don't want to be appreciated.
Nah, that's for
or
sure.
want to be thought
that's
of.
for sure.
You know
That's why I had to give you your flowers, bro. You feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying, we appreciate you. You know, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I fuck everybody else, bro. I really appreciate you. Always. You feel me? So, bro, listen, this was a great interview. I appreciate you. You feel me? Drumma Boy in the building, Sean Teezy. The people want to know. Hope y'all got some gems today. And we live on the Big Facts Network just like that. Bah.
Hey, yeah.
That's hard.